Sup, girl?
Hey.
That's wild. Y'all really be thinking some wild things. That's wild. We gon' talk about it.
My name is Linzy. This is Darius.
I'm Darius. We're the owners of Scales and Shells Herpetarium. We decided we're going to make a YouTube.
Yay!
We have a lot of other social medias under the same name, of course. We own an interactive reptile zoo, and we're going to tell you in our first video a little bit about it.
A little bit where it came from.
How it started.
How it came to be.
Started. No, that was wow.
Well, yeah. At what point were you like, you know what? I want to have a reptile zoo. Like, where was that before we got together? When was that? When did that decision happen?
This is going to sound really bad, and I hope no one from the state gets mad at me for this. But it was when I had my black-tailed rattlesnake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that I wasn't supposed to have in my apartment. And Game and Fish came to my door and was like, yeah, no. Yeah.
Oh, was at that moment you're like, I will have this.
Yeah, I will.
You're like, no, I will. I'll be a zoo so that I can do it.
Yeah.
So you're just sitting on that with all of your other,
Many
with all your exes and stuff? That
yeah,
just
but no one else supported it.
To do anything?
Yep, nobody supported it.
At what point did you feel like you could tell me that that's what you wanted to do?
When you came to my house and you saw I had 5 reptiles.
You told me you had reptiles before I went to your house. You just would not let me go to your house.
Yeah. Because I didn't know, like, some people are like, yeah, reptiles. And they expect, like, a little cute lizard and not a 5-foot snake. And, like, it's...
Yeah, that's understandable.
I was still kind of new in the dating world again. And it's hard to go tell someone, yeah, I have snakes at my house without, like, them being like, what?
Especially when you really like someone.
Yeah.
When you really like someone, the more you don't want to tell them things that you think might drive them away.
Yeah. Yeah, that was 100% us.
I don't know anything about liking somebody that much that fast. I don't know
what are you talking about? Like, that could never happen.
We can't talk about where Scales and Shells Herpetarium came from without talking about where we came from.
That's true.
And I
like
feel
our whole backstories, or like where our relationship?
Just our relationship.
Oh, okay.
We can get into our backstories later if people want it, but
I
don't think we have enough time right now.
That's fair. That's
we have a lot to cover.
Yeah. Just on the first, just telling you about the business will be a lot to cover.
Yeah, maybe we should start there. We'll talk about our first date later. We'll make that another episode.
Yeah, if people want it, if people want to know about our first date,
about how this happened.
Yeah.
So Scales and Shells. Okay. So when do we say we were established? When we were doing stuff at the park?
Yeah, the park. Yeah.
So
we had a name.
2023.
We had a name and a logo.
Herpetarium. We probably had. We were dating. We started in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
And then we moved to the 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, to the 2-bedroom.
So we were in a 1-bedroom apartment. By the time we started going to the park, we were in a 2-bedroom apartment. We had probably like between 15 and 20 animals.
Yeah. Somewhere thereof.
And you're like, let's go take them to the park. Like, get them some visibility, some sunshine.
Some UVB. Like, we need vitamin D. They need it too.
Like maybe people would want to interact with them. I don't know. Let's give people a chance. So what? Because I know you just like brought up the idea to me, and I was like, yeah, let's go about and do it. But like, what were you thinking when, like, at our first reptile show, when we took them to the park the first time? What was the goal? Like, what were you thinking?
It wasn't even up to like that point yet. When I brought it up to you, I can tell you the exact thing I was thinking.
Okay.
Like almost word for word. If I saw somebody with a snake in a park, I would probably go ask them about their snake. And
okay.
We had animals that most people just aren't going to generally see.
So you're like, let's just take our snakes.
Yeah, and like, if people come up to us, cool. If not, we're out there
cool.
interacting with our animals, and that kind of helps them socialize a little bit.
Yeah. The first one was fun. We didn't have a great turnout.
Yeah.
because of the location.
The location
was
of that
weird.
one, which is ironic to where we ended up now.
Because that's really close to where we are now.
Yeah.
It's the unhoused population issue.
Yeah.
People don't go and hang out at the park that we went to the first time because of the unhoused population issue. And they were fighting with wands. What were they even? It was like a real fight, but one of them was wearing like a cloak.
Yeah. I don't know what they were actually fighting about, but like that was that day where like everyone, like our close family came and like supported
our family
us.
came.
Like they came and like it was just family. They came and supported us and
nothing really happened.
Yeah.
And we decided to give it one more shot. We're like,
Yeah.
let's change the location. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
And that one was crazy.
Yeah, that one was hectic.
Like
the amount of people that asked us, where are you guys located? Blew my mind.
Yeah, like that's when we realized that people actually want this. Like this is something that the community will benefit from, and we will obviously get at least somewhere because people want it.
Yeah.
Was because we had like a little tip jar just for like donations or whatever. It was like a crappy little Tupperware thing that I cut a hole in the top of.
Yeah.
Like because we didn't even bring a tip jar. Somebody asked us while we were there, and I was like, oh well, I was carrying stuff in this, so let me just cut. Like it was wild.
Yeah.
And we made so much.
Yeah, from like
for not expecting any kind of money, not going out there anticipating getting money, we made a significant amount of money. Maybe not from like a business standpoint, but from we're just gonna go to the park, and then we suddenly were getting money. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
And that's when we were like, at least for me, that's when I was like, okay, no, this is something we should actually do.
Actually pursue, yeah. No, I think it was pretty much like that same standpoint. Like I was at that point where we were in the thick of it. Like people were coming up asking us questions and like you having the animal background that you have and me actually just having these animals, we were very knowledgeable. And a lot of people were asking us like, hey, should I get this for my son? And like, would this be a good pet? Or things like that. And you and I are not people to lie to people. We're going to tell you, no, do not do this. Because your child's 5. They're going to lose interest and they're not going to have a good time.
Yeah.
And then that's when they started asking, well, where are you guys located? We'll come to you guys and you can do like events.
Yeah. And we're just like, we do stuff at the park every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that year we started. So that was 2023. That was right after we got together.
Yeah.
We did a couple that summer, and then when the fall hit, we're like, we can't. Like,
have our animals
it wasn't
out there.
warm enough. We tried to do one in October.
Yeah.
And it rained us out, and it was cold. We also learned a lot from those first couple of shows because
we made some rookie mistakes.
Yeah, mistakes happen. We don't know what we're getting into when we just.
You don't know what you don't know. Okay.
When you're paving your own way,
yeah.
You're not following any kind of guidebook. You figure stuff out as you go.
Yeah.
And then so the next year, when the next summer came, we did that again. And I thought we were gonna keep up, and you kept getting on me about like, well, once you get me a building, once we start the business. And I was really dragging my feet. Like I was looking for places, like I was looking at stuff, but then part of me was like, I don't want to look at these places to rent and like logistics and stuff if we don't have the money for it. Like I couldn't
justify do it.
I couldn't feasibly see us doing it. I was like, we're gonna have to wait a couple of years. We're gonna have to like build up a savings. No, we didn't get the chance for that.
No, like
because in November was it?
No, it was November. It was the end of November. It was really close to Thanksgiving. Where our landlord.
Yeah, at that point we had moved into a house, but we were still renting. We had a room that was our reptile room. We obviously, when we went to rent a house, we know that we have pets. That's specifically something we look for in like the stuff, and it was pet friendly. And it didn't say anything until like we'd already basically done everything to move out of our apartment and move into this place, and they gave us the actual lease to sign. And then in the lease, it said no exotic pets. And we were like, dude, like it just came out of left field. So then he like talked to the people and got like an exemption for like one snake, but obviously that's not
Not what we had.
We had a room. He went and bought a thumbprint
like lock
like
for the handle.
doorknob, so that nobody could get into that room because they have to come in and do inspections. And for the most part, it had been fine. Until one day he came for the inspection, and it was like the lock was engaged, like the doorknob wouldn't open. The door just wasn't shut all the way, so he didn't have to turn the knob to open the door, and he just opened the door and started taking pictures, and I was like, oh, we're gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was the moment that both of us knew that we got to move out, or we got to get them out of here.
Yeah, it was real. I don't handle things well. I get overwhelmed very easily.
And then when the landlord texted or called us, did she? Oh, she called you initially.
She called. Yeah, I know. And I was talking, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell this lady, and I gave you the phone, and she was trying to say that you didn't even try to ask.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I have receipts.
I did. I kept receipts for, what was that, a year and a half?
She didn't like ask clarifying questions like, oh, like who did you speak to? Like, I think she did ask who you spoke to.
After the fact.
But you were like, that was like a year ago. I don't remember who I spoke to.
Yeah.
But she's just like, you're not allowed to have these animals. And we're like, no, we got permission from the landlord like before we moved in. And she's like, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't.
That's one thing that people should know about me is if I tell you something happened this way, it probably happened this way. I'm not going to just make this up.
Oh, and if you question this man about something,
I will find the receipts.
Oh my gosh, no.
No, I had to go through so many text messages. But
like, granted, we didn't have permission for all of the animals, but he did go through the process of like making sure that they would be okay with a reptile. And no, just the way she said that.
Yeah, she just said that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
The adrenaline dump. I like you saying it dumped my adrenaline all over again.
Me saying it like scares me. Like anytime because I know the things not to tell you. And so like hearing somebody say one of like those things that I'm like, that's a bad idea.
You're like,
they went there. Yeah, so then we had to move out.
Shortly after that, I was like, they'll be out by January.
Yeah,
they'll be gone.
No. And I was like, what are we going to do?
Yeah,
like, they're going to be out by January.
Yep.
So we had to like find a place to rent.
But that was one of those ones that when it came into the thing, I tell you, I got you.
Yeah.
Like that's where I feel like that's one of the points where you were like, no. He says he got it.
He says
he has it. Yeah. He will figure it out. And I can honestly say I come by that from my parents. You know. Yeah, if my dad says it's going to happen, it happens.
I don't know how you do it, but I'd never been in that kind of like situation before where there was like a definitive, like in my head, like if I don't know how things are going to play out, like I'm going to worry about it.
No, I told her an exact date because it was November 17th because I wanted to give myself time. So I said January 17th. Guess what day we moved into the first?
I don't remember what day we moved in.
January 15th.
What day we opened? January 18th.
Yep. January 15th. It was when we got the U-Haul and started loading everything in there.
Yeah, 2025. We were in a house. I was 8 months, not 8. It can't have been 8.
You were about
6
7.
Or 7 months pregnant?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then we opened in a location only on the weekends because we both have full-time jobs that we obviously can't just drop because now we have to pay rent at 2 different places.
Yeah. Joyce.
Yeah, so we're working harder than ever. And then, like...
almost 2 months to the day. Almost 2 months to the day our baby was born.
We had a baby. And that was wild.
Yeah. This trooper right here took 1 week off. 1 week we closed our zoo.
No, that wasn't even 1 week off because that was the day I was giving birth. Because we opened on the weekends, and I went into labor on a Friday and didn't end up having her until Saturday. So that was that weekend. The next weekend, we were in the shop, and it was torture. I don't know how it was for you.
Yeah, it was hard for me, but it wasn't torture, I would say. You were hurting. You just had a child.
I couldn't sit. And I couldn't sit because it hurt. I couldn't stand because it hurt.
So all the moms watching this are going to be like, yes! They're going to be over there like, yes!
I don't know what to do at this point. I was just like counting down the minutes. And we were not getting business like that.
Like so the location we were at.
I don't know if anybody even came in at all that weekend.
No.
I was just...
Yeah, no, like I would say like the first couple of weekends were those weekends where we were like, should we do this? Should we?
Like, how are we even going to do this?
How are we going to survive?
Yeah. It was rough.
Yeah.
But we made it through almost a full year before we were like, you know what, we need to change locations. And it was enough. Like, we weren't doing great. But like between us putting our own money into the business, like we were able to pay rent at both places for the 9 months that we were in that location.
Yeah.
And we were able to decide we need to move locations so we get more traffic. But like, we did it. We didn't fail. That was my thing. Like, most businesses fail in the first year. And like, we still had a house.
Yeah, we had a place to go home to.
We were still eating. We still could pay rent at the shop. Like, we were.
Yeah. It was tough.
So
do not don't think that, oh, you guys had it easy. No, we did not. It was tough. There was quite a few weekends where no one came.
No one came.
Yeah. Like, the location we were at was just, you either had to know about us, or we had a little A-frame sign in the middle of a median on a street that you go 40. So if you glimpse over and see the sign, you've already passed the turn-in.
Well, yeah, and it's a handwritten sign on an A-frame in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
It just says, you have to write big and not write a lot of information on those, because you have to just be able to see it, get your point across. So it was like this tiny little A-frame handwritten that says Reptile Zoo with an arrow. That's literally all it was.
Yeah, and then admission down in the bottom, but most people didn't even read that far.
So people, like, even if they did see it, they're like, that looks sketchy.
Yeah. Like, anybody out there who's seen the White Lotus, we got said that it reminds me of a scene of White Lotus or something. I was like, oh, the snake room scene. I'm like, that's kind of rude, because I went to go watch what that scene was, and I was like, oh, it's not like that at all.
You're like, no.
But yeah, in that building, we learned a lot.
Yeah.
Like, the waivers we needed, everything.
We worked so hard. Yeah, waivers. We learned what we needed to do. We were able to get feedback from people on social media, not towards us. Things that other people were like, hey, somebody was talking about your shop. You should look at it.
Yeah.
Again, just learning things, figuring out how.
We jumped into a business. Neither of us went to school for business. We're kind of like, hey, we know these animals, and I want other people to learn about these animals as well. Yeah, no, that was a interesting time.
Newborn baby. She had to come with us all the time.
Yeah, she was raised in the zoo, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, we had like an office. We had a room that we used as an office in that building, and it had all of our like business stuff that we needed, that we like had hidden away, that like didn't need to be out on the floor, but it's stuff that we need. And then a pack and play
For her, yep.
And we would put her down for naps there. So most of the time when people came in, I was carrying her around, or she was sleeping, and then at some point while they were there, she would wake up and they'd be like, oh, there's a child here. I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
And then just like having to pump in the shop.
It's been every weekend.
A lot.
Like, I can honestly say there was maybe 4 or 5 weekends in the almost 2 years she's been alive that she has not been here.
She hasn't been here. Yeah.
Like, and we're only open on the weekends. We're here every day.
Yeah.
With her in tow.
Yeah.
Like, when she gets to school age and she tells her friends, oh, I own a zoo, no one's going to believe her. He's like, no, this is really for her.
Big enough by that time.
Yeah, but then, okay, once you get that big, then people are going to be like, no, I know the owners or something.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
That'd be like somebody saying like, oh, my parents own the ABQ Biopark, and you're like,
the city owns
no?
it? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no, really. Like, that's mine.
Yeah, no, like, really.
That's mine. I own it. My parents just run it right now.
Basically. Like, wow. Yeah, no, we got to that. And then that's still in the old building, so that's before we even got here. So we did the 9 months there, and then we decided we needed to grow. We ran out of space.
We ran out of space because when we were in the house, we had like 20-ish.
Yeah.
Between 20 and 30 animals. By the time we left there, we had close to 50. Including 4 retics.
Oh my gosh, we did get Faust before we left. Yeah, he was in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then when we moved into a new place, we're like, we have to figure out space for these retics.
Mm-hmm.
And we built an entire retic. So that was great because they gave us like 4 days to move from our old location to our new location.
Through the same property management company.
Like, and they told us it was going to be like 4 days, but we thought that like they were going to let us know when things were going to be ready and we could plan out like when the 4 days started. No, they called us on a Thursday and they're like, all right, you can pick up the keys. We need you out of the other building by Monday or whatever 4 days was.
We didn't have the retic enclosure even built.
Like we had
or anything for them.
Yeah, I don't think we even had it bought because we didn't know
how soon it was
we were going to be able to move in. Yeah, because they hadn't updated us. It was basically, oh, we need to do some stuff with the location. And then the next thing we heard was like, all right, you guys can come get keys.
Yeah, because we asked them to change the lighting. And that they dragged their feet on that for like 2.5 weeks. So we're like, oh.
And then as soon as they did it, they were like, all right.
Yeah, it's ready to go. Go.
Yeah. So we like had to take off work. Obviously they need a place to live in the new location, so we have to move all the animals and enclosures, but then we have to get the enclosures set up before we can move the animals into the enclosures. But before we can like set up where all the enclosures are going, we had to build the retic enclosure, which is a 10 by 5 by 6 enclosure. Like it's huge. And we built it out of 2x4s and chicken wire.
And tarps.
Yeah, and we put like plastic around the outside to hold humidity, but like we had to build that. We ended up taking 2 days to build that out of our 4 days.
Yeah.
So then the rest of that, like we had to get a move on and then go right back to work the next week.
Yeah. There was no time off.
So then
the people that came and helped us, they came in clutch.
Yeah.
Like helping us build that or move. Yeah, no, we were here. We're located in downtown Albuquerque, New Mexico. So if you know anything about that, it was hectic. Downtown. We were unloading on a Saturday night. And Saturday and a Sunday.
It was a Friday night.
Oh, it was Friday night.
Because remember, somebody got shot that night.
Yep. Somebody got shot that night, and the cops on horseback were chasing them.
Right here.
Yeah, like I saw the person who just did the shooting running.
If that doesn't make you question your life choices, I wasn't there. I had a child. So I was at the old shop while they were like setting up. So we would pack up and get stuff loaded onto the moving stuff, and they would bring it down here while we were getting more stuff like packed up. Yeah. While we stayed over there, and then so we had to move over here, but we also had to clean over there.
Yeah.
In the same 4 days. So after we got everything out, we had to stay down there,
clean
everything, make it, deposit backable.
Oh, and you can't like move the enclosures with the animals in them. So you had to take the animals out, clean out all of their substrate, everything in there, pack those up. The animals are in a whole different tote or whatever carrying thing. Transport them and
find somewhere where they're going while you just have these piles of stuff everywhere.
No. Yeah, no, it was. Now, when I say like you and I have a village to help us, we do, but we are also like built different.
There's no
like, because I know most of the people I know in my life, there's no way they would have probably called movers.
We don't have money.
Yeah, that was the other thing. We didn't have money. It was too short notice. So luckily you can rent U-Hauls in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Shout out to U-Haul.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
No, like you can rent a U-Haul at the most random times of the night. You just need your phone and the U-Haul app. Yeah. Oh, when we were supposed to go pick up the U-Haul, I got a flat tire.
The date. So they called us on a Thursday. We had to start packing up that Thursday. I told you that.
I booked the U-Haul on my phone to pick it up at 6 p.m.
Right after he got off of work, and guess what? He gets out of work, goes outside, and his tire's flat.
Yeah, and it wasn't like flat, just air it back up. No, it was punctured.
Yeah.
So I had to wait for my sister's AAA to come bring me or help me put on my spare, because I had the spare. Because my scissor jack was not going to do it.
Was it still the Jeep? Did you still have the Jeep?
No.
It was the Lincoln?
Yeah.
which means we didn't have a truck or any large SUV. We both had sedans.
Yeah.
No, it was after.
It was after you didn't have a vehicle.
I didn't have a car.
Yeah,
It
you
was
didn't
after
have,
October.
because Julie and Tony were coming to your house, coming to the house, and you were going to meet me at the shop when I brought the U-Haul.
Yeah, so we didn't have 2 cars during all this.
Yeah. Dang. Saying this out loud is crazy.
We sound psychotic.
Yeah.
Like, I've known all of this, and I know it's hard while I'm like in it, and I still know that these are the hard times. We're gonna look back at this and be like, yeah, we toughed it through. But like, we're far enough that I can already look back at our beginnings and say like we toughed it through.
Yeah.
Like, it's still like literally our daughter is here sleeping
As we're
in
filming
a little
this.
playpen that we have because she comes with us every weekend.
No.
Like, yeah, we in this, but this is our passion. This is what because there's no way, I don't get any days off.
Yeah, no.
I work 5 days a week at my job, and then on the weekends, I'm here. So
Yeah.
we're open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. He took Fridays off so that he can open on Friday.
Yeah.
So I leave my day job, come here on Fridays for the remainder of the time that we're open, and then the next 2 days we're here, and then I go straight back to work. Like, it's a 7-day-a-week thing.
Yeah.
And that's not something
And we work with live animals. Like
anyone.
there has been times where like something in our brain is like, hey, go to the shop. Something's going on. Dingo almost melting the enclosure.
Oh my gosh.
Because Stu got out and climbed up on top of that thing. And like working with live animals is not for the faint of heart. Like,
Yeah, so if anybody's ever had like their pet snake escape, you know how difficult it can be to like try to track them down. There's only so many places you can look though, because you have to be like, oh, what can they climb? They're probably going to be lower to the ground unless they're like an arboreal snake and you can like look at things. But there's still like some things that they can't get on top of. You know what I mean? So you're like, they can't be higher than this. No, when you have a 10-foot retic, that changes everything.
yeah. Because they only need their head to latch on, and they can pull the rest of their body
their
up.
whole body up. So like the first time Stu got out, he was up there. I don't know.
Inside the.
I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like 10 feet up. There's like a ledge.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was the first time. He did it twice, didn't he? Because remember, he was in the vision cage both times.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, it's an enclosure that we built.
Yeah,
And
like there were some weak spots.
you
Like,
don't know what you don't know
uh,
until, you have a very determined animal trying to test your boundaries. See where they can go in the wee hours of the night. If you guys can hear that scratching, it's the tortoises.
yeah, the tortoises are in the tortoise room trying to
If you're
join the party.
if you're familiar with sulcatas, you're familiar with how destructive they can be when they start getting large.
Yeah. Yeah, so November 6th is when we got told, yeah, you can move in. Did we open that weekend? No, because we had to move everything
No,
over.
we were moving that weekend, but we
So
opened the weekend right after
the following weekend. And it was a soft opening. We didn't have like
that.
anything
So we were
super
closed
crazy.
for one weekend, and that's because we were literally both places
Building
were taken
enclosures,
apart.
yeah. That was crazy.
This is why I get anxious when you're like, we need to move into, when you're like looking for new places to move to. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do it again.
Yeah. But I think now that business is doing like substantially better than what we were doing before, we can hire movers.
We just need this. I think we are in a good spot to stay and build up a rapport.
Yeah,
Focus on
right
the
now.
animals that we have. Stay where we're at. Get people to know that we exist. That's been the biggest struggle, is getting people to know that we're here.
That we exist, yeah. Because as soon as people find out we exist, oh, it's a game changer.
Yeah, it's over.
Because we're knowledgeable. We know what we're doing. People ask us all the time, like, hey, what's a good beginner snake or whatever it is? And we're not ones to lie to you. There's no true beginner, and it depends on what you want.
Yeah.
We will go into those on later videos, but
Well, and there's a lot of parents who don't want snakes in their house.
yeah.
And they're like, you know where you can go and get your snake fix?
Yep.
without me having to bring it into my house.
What? Parents not wanting snakes in their house?
No,
That's
that
crazy.
doesn't create crazy people that go out and buy 18 snakes. Well, acquire 18 snakes.
Yeah, nobody would do that. Yeah, I did that.
So that's our beginnings. That's where we came from. That's how this happened.
Yeah.
People always ask us like, "Oh, how did you get into this?" And it's like so hard to answer them without giving them
The full
a
backstory.
whole spiel.
Like I feel like it's gonna be much easier just to be like, go to the very first video on our
We have a
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yep, very first video. It'll tell you all of it.
That's wild. Y'all really be thinking some wild things. That's wild. We gon' talk about it. That's wild.
Well, like, subscribe, or whatever else they say.
Yeah. We'll see you in the next one. Let us
Alright.
know how we did, how
Yeah.
bad I was.
That was, yeah. Excited.